Hello, 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 and welcome to another RTAppetizer. Today, we are facing Unihero in the Life Guild in Global. They go for Destina, Carmen, Abby, F10A, and Surin. I go for Zahak, Bryceria, Architect Leica, Strays, and Eligas. Bryceria ends up getting banned out. I ban out the F10A. Let's jump into it and see how things go. So, very aggressive. I do like using Eligas, although he is kind of niche, I would imagine, or people just forgot that he exists. I am going to push back this Surin so that she goes back 50 and then goes up 30, or back 70, or however much she pushes. I am also going to kill this Abby to make sure that Destina doesn't get immortality. However, what I didn't realize is that will just barely push the strays above my Zahak. So, whoops. So Carmen is going to die, which is unfortunate. But I can push this strays up, because he is the highest one in the CR bar. And then I have to hope that this Zahak has 3 kills. They don't have any damage mitigation, but it is a Destina. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Haha, I'm in danger, I said to myself. But Strays is there. Strays should be okay. Abby can strip the Strays, and I just have to hope that my Strays is faster than this Surin, and that this doesn't kill. Oh, bulky Strays, you've pulled it out once again. Let's go ahead and do this. Get rid of the Surin and the Carmen, and now we just kick the little girl in the face, shoot her with a gun, and then destroy her. Yeah. I mean, hey, that went pretty well. Eligas, you don't get to use him all that often, but God, he looks good. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember a lot of these fights because I was doing them late at night yesterday. But we are facing Nemesis from the Seta Guild in Europe. They went for A Tywin, Sharoon, DJB, Solitaria, and Bellion. I went for Handguy, Arwal, Aiden, Stene, and Ed. They ban out the Ed, I ban out the Bellion. We just have to survive this litany of debuffs. So let's jump into it. So Solitaria is going to go first, which is understandable and fine. DJB's rocking about 250, 255-ish speed. They are just going to S1 to try and strip the everybody and stun everybody, which it hit Aiden and it did stun the Aiden. So running Aiden hit counter, I probably won't remember to put this in, but that is 0 for 1. I know I complain about Aiden a lot, but it's really quite fascinating to watch her continue to fail constantly. Arwell also got stunned, which tells me that this is a high effectiveness Solitaria. And by the way, Aiden got hit again. So 0 for 2. Boop, put the counter up. I might not remember to put a counter up. But everybody has defense break. I actively sigh because my Aiden is not doing anything. I have to survive. I have to cleanse. They are going to S3 into the hand guy to push him back, but I do get a little bit of luck and resist the pushback. DJB cannot push, which is good for me, because now my hand guy will be able to cleanse everybody. And that is what I want most. They are going to go into the Arwell, just heal a little bit, that is fine. Let me go ahead and soul burn me. Hello? Soul burn? There you go. Soul burn the S3 so that the Sharoon's S3 does not get rid of everything. But they are going to S3 here, and everybody say it with me now. Aiden got hit. 0 for 3. But this is still fine. I'm mitigating the pain. I am going to go into this DJB now. I stun the DJB, which I was not expecting that, if I'm honest. I really was not expecting to stun the DJB with my Arwell. But sure. Everybody still has immunity except for Aiden because she sucks. So the Sharoon doesn't have too much to go into. Probably just the Arwell to try and reset the Arwell. They do get that reset, which is fine. The Solitaria is getting all of the buffs ever. A Tywin is going to try to stun. They're going to go in, try to strip. Aiden actually dodged. I'm so unbelievably proud of her. But I am just going to S3 into the Sharoon. Do pretty good damage. 11k is not bad. But my barriers are all gone now, so I am going to put the barriers back on. And now we just slowly work on this Sharoon to make sure that she explodes. Unfortunately, the next person coming up is my Arwell. And I can't really go for anybody else, because if I go for a Tywin, he'll get his angry phase. So I have to go for the Shuna here, which heals her a little bit, but not as much as I thought it would. They get a dual attack, but that's fine. It doesn't actually do anything. I just need my Stene not to be stunned, and my Stene gets stunned. So this is what I'm talking about. I think I've mentioned it before, how Solitarias have an incredible ability to stun exclusively my Stene. I go in with the Aiden S1, but I miss, and I'm just like, this Sharoon needs to die. The Sharoon needs to stop existing. I don't know why they didn't soul burn their S3, but that's fine. Aiden dodges again, but it doesn't matter. Stene gets stunned again. Arwell gets stunned again. But my Aiden is kind of being fine. Hand Guy can now kill the Sharoon. Thank goodness. Solitaria is going to... Stene is going to unstun, which is good. A Tywin still can't really go into anybody. They're going to go into the Arwell, which is fine. They don't have Soul Burn, though, for the S3 now. And now that Sharoon's gone, my Hand Guy is just going to, debuff. With attack buff, this actually does a good amount. Kills the Stene, which is hyper unfortunate, but I can cleanse, and I am just going to soul burn this because there's nothing else for me to soul burn. And now Aiden is going to go into the A Tywin, and now we just have to work through the A Tywin. I have immunity on Aiden. I don't know why I didn't S2 there. I guess I didn't want to give him... But it doesn't matter. I have immunity, so it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't give myself an... Like I said, it was like 11 o'clock last night. I was tired. I didn't know what I was doing. They are just going to do this, and Aiden will finally get to counter. I'm so proud. It took her to put up the winner chicken dinner thing. She finally dodged. And now they just are going to go into the Aiden, I believe, to try and kill her down. And hope that they hit. And she finally dodges again. So, Aiden, you almost did it. You almost failed, but you ended up coming through for me in the last one. But that was pretty long. That was a good fight. Sad that my Stene continually got stunned by the 25% chance for Solitaria, because it wasn't on Abyssal, it was on Fairy Tail. But yeah, let's do one more. Here we have a fight against Macross from Arcadia in the global server. They have a legend frame, so they are a legend player. They go for Lethe, Shuna, Aravi, DJB, and Milim. I go for Arwal, Ed, Sululu, Bellion, and Arunka. I ban out the Milim. They ban out the Bellion. Let's see how things go. If you can believe it, this is a drawn-out fight, but that's what I like to do most. Lethe's going first. She is going to S1 into the Ed just to start putting Omen on him and working through that. DGB is not going to do anything. I am going to stun the Lethe here because she will be outspeeding the DJB. And if Shuna wants to S3 here, she'll get rid of the barriers anyway, so I don't care about having the barriers. They're just going to S1 into the Ed, make him target number 1. Which is fine. Sululu doesn't need to do anything yet, so I am going to S1 into Lethe. Now I am going to kind of focus this DJB, get a lot of damage in on him so that hopefully he can't barrier invert me, which would be pretty nice. Runka's just going to S1. No secondary proc, which would have killed him, which would have been nice. But Ed is going to be able to kill him here. So that's fine. I get to keep my barriers, and nothing bad happened there. Great. Perfect. Wonderful. Lethe's turn got wasted because of the stun. Everyone's just going to keep going into Ed. I am, once again, just going to push up the team. Or not the team, but the Arwell. Get a nice dual attack with Arunka, which is pretty good. Lethe's still not going to S3 yet, but just going to S1 into Ed. I'm going to strip her attack buff, and now I am going to Soulburn S1 to get as much damage in on her as possible, get a dual attack with Ed, which is very nice, and essentially force them to heal, which is kind of rough right after the Arunka goes, but what are you going to do? I am going to S3 Sululu now to blind the Aravi, put a defense buff up on my Ed, because I know they're really not liking this Ed, which is fine. Blind everybody. They hit anyway, which should have been an indicator of things to come. I get another dual attack, which is, I don't know what's going on. Thinking back on it now, I shouldn't have stunned the Lethe here because she is blind. So if she did hit the Ed and missed, it would have done less damage. But that's fine. Shuna is just going to Soulburn S1, heal back up, but it doesn't heal that much. Lethe is now going to go right before my Arunka, which is not great. She misses everybody, I believe. But now she's not blind, so they're going to go into Ed and hit him with the squid. Crush him. Doesn't quite kill, only does 11k, which is still a pretty decent chunk of damage. I am going to go into the Aravi now to try and chunk her down. End up doing about half her damage with the bleed and the procs. So now they're very forced to S3 into Ed. Which, if you can believe it, they're blind. They hit anyway, because as I've said many times before, and I maintain this, to be a legend player, you need very good luck. And this person had better luck than me, so that's what happens. I guess I have good luck with dual attacks, but that's not very helpful when it comes to winning the game necessarily. They can hit through blind. They can do all of the good stuff that actually matters. And at this point, Shuna has her S3 again, so she is going to sleep everybody. Going night-night. Well, sleep the only person that matters. And now Lethe can start working in on Arwell. Yep. So not looking too hopeful because they can just ignore the Arunka, and I don't really have a cleanser at this point. Gonna go into Sululu. I still have to wait one turn for everything, so Runka not looking good. The attack down is also not great on the Arunka. Leafy's gonna go into the S3. I guess I should have tried to kill the Leafy with Arunka instead of going into a Ravi. But I don't know that it really mattered in the long run, because now they can Soul Burn the Aravi and kill the Arunka. So I had a fighting chance until the blind Aravi hit my head. And then I did not have a fighting chance, but it was still a good fight. They're obviously a very good player. I almost won. But you become a legend player because you can hit through blind when you need to. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you like to go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button. It does mean a lot, and it does do a lot for the channel, actually. It makes me happy, which is probably the least important thing in the world. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you did not like the video, then you are a hit man. That's the sentence that I'm going with. And then the ambivalence one. Yeah, that one. You know what I'm talking about, right? The ambivalence one? Yeah. Yeah, get back to me about that.